Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mauricio Umansky breaks his silence on airport photos. I would never want. Although Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky have yet to make their split official with a divorce, their relationship got a lot shakier when photos of Mauricio kissing a woman at an airport in Greece went viral on social media. In the above preview of Season 14's Episode 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, set to air Tuesday, March 11, Mauricio shares how he feels about the kiss and talks about it with Kyle for the first time. "This is very awkward," Kyle says in her confessional. "We both know what we are both thinking." In the sneak peek of Episode 15, Kyle and Mauricio are in the kitchen talking about his recent trip. "It was nice. Lot of spas. A lot of sound healing," he says. "Spiritual healing. I only partied like 5 nights out of the 25 nights." "I find that very hard to believe," Kyle retorts, but Mauricio insists, "I promise." Kyle, meanwhile, is frustrated he didn't address the kiss immediately and is instead moving around making a cup of coffee in the kitchen. "I feel like he's distracting himself so he doesn't have to deal with me," Kyle says in her confessional. Finally, Mauricio opens up about the vacation more. "It was an awkward trip because it was the first time I ever went without, the family," he says to her. "I wanted to do that, and I wanted to be alone and take advantage of, seeing what that looks like, and just run around and make decisions last minute." As he stirs his coffee and the two look at each other, the kiss remained unspoken for another moment before Mauricio addresses it. "Obviously, in Mykonos, I got photographed, at the airport," he says. "You know that I would never want to do anything on purpose that would hurt you or the kids. I really am sorry for hurting you. I would never want to hurt you on purpose." Kyle's sister Kathy Hilton brought up the kiss during Episode 14 and asked Kyle how she was doing. "I think I'm a little bit shocked and still processing," she said to Kathy. "I don't want him to feel guilty because he's allowed to do what he wants. But it's also, why are you being irresponsible? I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings. I'm just processing it all." What's more, on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, Kyle shared that her daughters saw the photos online. "I know that's weird for them. They've only seen their mother and father together. That's strange for them. That doesn't feel good to them," Kyle said. "They, of course, were upset by seeing that picture." "Of course they were. Sometimes they get more upset, even than I do." On RHAVH, Kyle indicated she didn't know the identity of the woman Mauricio was kissing. But headlines shown during the episode claimed the woman is a Russian-born actress who is 20 years Kyle's junior. See more of Kyle and Mauricio's conversation on RHOBH Season 14, Episode 15, airing March 11. In the meantime, find out what Kyle's BFF Faye Resnick confessed about Mauricio. Mauricio Umansky breaks his silence on airport photos. "I would never want." In a world where the lives of celebrities and public figures are constantly under a microscope, Mauricio Umansky, the prominent real estate mogul and husband of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards, recently found himself the subject of intense speculation. Photos of him at the airport went viral, sparking rumors and chatter about his personal life and relationship. As the media and fans alike dissected every inch of the images, Mauricio decided it was time to address the situation head-on, breaking his silence in an exclusive interview. His message was both heartfelt and clear. "I would never want to cause anyone harm or make anyone feel uncomfortable." But there was more to the story, and Mauricio was ready to set the record straight. For anyone who has followed Mauricio's journey through the world of real estate, reality TV, and his high-profile marriage, this moment was particularly poignant. The images that stirred up so much attention were taken during what seemed like a routine day at an airport, yet for Mauricio, they had turned into the latest viral sensation. The speculation surrounding the photos wasn't just about where he was or who he was with. It was about his character, his marriage, and his personal life. Some fans were quick to assume the worst, while others were simply curious. But Mauricio was resolute in his decision to address the situation with transparency and authenticity. The photos, which showed Mauricio talking to an unnamed woman at the airport, immediately caught the attention of fans, media outlets, and bloggers. The woman in question was not Kyle, his wife of over 25 years, and some immediately began to question the nature of their relationship. Was this a sign of trouble story than what met the eye? People were quick to jump to conclusions, often without having any real context or understanding of the situation. And for Mauricio, who had spent decades building a reputation as a successful businessman, husband, and father, the public scrutiny felt like an invasion of privacy. In his interview, Mauricio explained that the situation was far less dramatic than the media made it out to be. I understand that people are curious and that being in the public eye comes with certain expectations, he said with a calm, measured tone. But I would never want to put my family in a position where anyone feels hurt, betrayed, or uncomfortable. Those photos were taken in a very innocuous moment, and I truly wish they hadn't been blown out of proportion. The woman in the photos, Mauricio clarified, was simply a colleague and longtime friend, someone he had worked with professionally on numerous occasions. It's unfortunate that people jumped to conclusions, he said. But I want to be clear that there is nothing romantic or inappropriate going on. We were just having a conversation before our flights, like any two people might do. We were talking business, we were talking life, and unfortunately, that became something much more than it ever needed to be. Kyle, Mauricio's wife, had been supportive throughout the entire ordeal. In a separate statement, she made it clear that there was no cause for concern. Mauricio and I are fine, she said with her signature confidence. We've been through so much together, and we know how to navigate these things. It's part of the territory when you're in the public eye, but we're solid and we're okay. It was a testament to their strong relationship, one that had weathered the storms of reality TV fame, personal struggles, and the pressures of raising a family in the spotlight. Mauricio acknowledged that while he had a responsibility to his family and his fans, he was also human. It's hard sometimes, you know? He confessed, looking down for a moment as if reflecting on the weight of the situation. I've always been open about my life, my marriage, my business. But there are times when I wish people would respect our privacy and understand that there are certain moments that don't need to be overanalyzed. The fact that Mauricio felt compelled to address the situation was telling in itself. In a world where silence is often interpreted as guilt, his willingness to speak out spoke volumes about his commitment to honesty and his desire to set the record straight. It was clear that he didn't want anyone, especially his family, to suffer from baseless rumors. However, the controversy had not been without its silver linings. The outpouring of support from his friends, family, and fans showed him just how much people appreciated his transparency. It's really humbling, he said with a grateful smile. I've received so many messages from people who understand that life isn't always as perfect as it seems. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. The important thing is how you handle those moments, how you grow from them. In the days following the interview, the buzz around the airport photos began to fade, but the conversation had shifted. Instead of questioning his integrity or speculating about his marriage, people were now focused on the bigger picture, the importance of respecting privacy and understanding the complexity of relationships. Mauricio's willingness to be vulnerable in the face of such scrutiny had turned the narrative into a discussion about empathy and understanding, rather than scandal. For Mauricio, this experience had reinforced a lesson he had learned long ago. No matter how high-profile or successful you become, the truth is always the best response to any situation. And though the public's obsession with his every move may never fully dissipate, Mauricio's commitment to his family, his values, and his authenticity had never been clearer. He wasn't interested in feeding into the drama. He was focused on what truly mattered, his loved ones and his legacy. As for the future, Mauricio was optimistic. Life moves on, he said with a smile. You take the lessons you learn, you keep moving forward, and you focus on what truly makes you happy. And for me, that's my family, my work, and the people I care about. Mauricio Umansky's decision to speak out in the face of public scrutiny was a testament to his strength of character and his commitment to those he holds dear. In a world that thrives on gossip and sensationalism, his message was clear. Sometimes the truth is simple, and when it's shared with integrity, it has the power to shift the narrative entirely.